Peace, guys. Legacy Dog Breeder here. Today I'm going to be giving another one of my pups their 9-in-1 vaccination, guys. Okay, if you guys seen some of my content previously, you can also see that I gave my other pups, which is the first litter that I had, their 9-in-1 as well. So again, guys, I want to show you what the 9-in-1 looks like. This is one of the better brands that you can get. It pretty much covers everything that you're going to need as far as the vaccinations and what pups can pretty much catch if they don't have the shots, or if you go to the vet and get more of the state mandate shots or whatever as far as rabies. We don't administer rabies. All right, guys, so pay close attention, tap in, let's get it. Okay, guys, so first thing first, of course, you know, we're going to wash our hands. I already washed my hands. Again, you can see that in the first YouTube video, whatever. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my package. All right, try to keep it as clear as possible. Release all the items that's in the package of the Puppies package. Leave it here. I'm gonna try to keep it neat as possible, guys, so you guys can pretty much see what's going on. All right, guys, so I got the items out of the package. All right, first thing first, what we're gonna do is, you know that we have our syringe. Okay, guys, this is in the capsule and a little bit of a wedge. I'm gonna show you how to open this up. Okay, next we have our liquid solution right here. All right, show you how to mix this in with the powder solution. And next we have our powder solution, guys. Okay, I'm going to show you how this is going to mix in and how it's going to come together and what we need to do after that. Okay, alrighty. All right, first things first. So what we want to do, we want to get that syringe open, like I said before, guys. All right, we're going to come here with it. So what you want to do is you want to get a nice hole with it. Once you hear that click, it's open. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to take that capsule off so that way I can push the syringe out and release the wedge. Okay, bring that right there. All right, guys, so next, what we had to do next is we had to put our black gloves on for safety. Okay, guys, I like these gloves. These are pretty standard gloves. They fit well. I like the way they fit. I use these things for a lot of other things as well. Okay, guys, and again, this keeps the safety portion of administering this shot, keeping the germs, keeping less infection down, or whatever the case may be. Okay, all right, guys, so now what we're going to do, we're going to prep the needling, okay, and prep the valves as well. Guys, anytime you're poking, you prep. So that's what they do in the hospital when they give us our prep before they poke, okay, to prevent infection. So that's what we want to do as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open up my alcohol prep pad. What I'm going to do with this prep pad here, guys, is I'm going to sanitize the liquid valve. Okay, coming here with it, wiping the tip of that real decent. All right, so now I got that wiped off or whatever. Okay, guys. All right, so now I'm gonna lay that here. I'm gonna put that liquid valve here. I want to take the tip off my syringe, okay? Place that cap now because we're gonna be using that cap again. All right, so now what I wanna do, guys, I'm gonna try my best to get this on the number side so you guys can see. I wanna take this valve and I'm gonna stick the needle in this middle of the circle, okay, guys? So I'm gonna come back down a little bit. Again, stick the needle in the middle of the circle. All right, so I'm gonna come here. Let me try to get a little closer for you guys so you guys can see. Bring it in there. Now what you wanna do, guys, you don't wanna stick the needle all the way up. You wanna bring it as close to the edge as possible. And then what we wanna do is we wanna bring it down to at least 1 milliliter or 1/4 of a milliliter, okay, guys? So now, again, I'm gonna show it again. I want to try to get all that liquid out of that valve, okay? So we're down, we're down, we're down, we're down. We want to try to get all of it out. And we got most of it out of there, okay, guys? All right. So what I want to do now is I want to kind of push up a little bit just to make sure we got that right amount of that vaccine in there. All right, so we should be good right there, okay? Right, and I do that to make sure there's no air bubbles in there, okay? All right, so now what I want to do is I want to put my cap back onto the syringe for safety purposes. All right, we're going to set that here, guys, and we're going to go back to that. All right, Next, guys, we're going to the powder valve, okay? So what we're gonna do again, when we're poking, we're prepping, okay? We wanna get that alcohol pad, we wanna prevent infection. Again, we're gonna go here with it, go to the center as well, okay? Again, go to the center, go to the middle part. All right, we there with it, boom. All right, we're putting this over here. So we're gonna push this, we're gonna leave this up, all right? So now we're gonna go back to our syringe, all right? We're gonna take our cap off again. See, that's why we gotta make sure it's tight, all right? So we know our needle wasn't tight, so we gotta put it back on, and we gotta squeeze it tight now, okay? So now we squeeze it tight, now we know it's on. All right, so now we back to it. All right, so now what we wanna do next, guys, is what we wanna do is with that liquid that's in this syringe now, we wanna take it and put it inside the center part of the powder valve. All right, so let me get it a little closer for you guys. Again, come in there in the middle. So what's gonna happen is the liquid is gonna go right into the powder valve, all right, because it's suction, all right? You might can see the needle going in a little bit. Okay, so we got it all in there. We're gonna take it out. We're gonna set this down. All right, guys. Now what I'm going to do is I want to place my cap back on for safety measures. And place my syringe down again because we're gonna go back to it, all right? All right, guys, now that the liquid is in the powder valve, what we wanna do is we wanna let that mix, okay? We wanna let it mix. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here with it, okay? We're gonna tilt it, boom, boom. Kind of do it a couple times, maybe a few times. You don't wanna shake this hard, guys, because you don't want any air bubbles in it to mess up your batch, to mess up your vaccination, okay? So we wanna let it mix in, kind of move it around a little slow. You know, you don't have to do this that much, but just as long as it mixes in, you can see that it's mixing in. It looks like it's mixing in pretty good. Alrighty. So now, guys, what I want to do again, since I touched the tip of it, I want to go ahead and prep it again because I'm going back in there with the needle. Prep it again. Place that down. Now we want to get back to our syringe, okay? Go back to our syringe, make sure we get that 1/4 milliliter of the same measurement that we had before, okay? Coming back in. Again, guys, we're going to the tip of the circling part, all right? Come in here with it, to the circle. Now we want to make sure it's close to the edge, guys, and make sure we get all that vaccine out of there. And again, I'm going to show you the same way I showed you before. Make sure we got the right amount of measurement in there. Guys, you definitely want to make sure you're doing this right. Okay, so it looks pretty standard and decent to me. All right. Okay. All right. So now we got all that solution out of there, guys. All right. Now that we got the solution out, now we're going back up, guys. Going back up to pushing it up to the top. All right. What you want to do is you want to push it. When a little bit comes out of that syringe, it just ensures you that there's no air bubbles in there. You see the mixture coming out? It just ensures you that no air bubbles are in there. Okay, and we are good to go with at least that 1 milliliter of the vaccine. Okay, guys? So what we want to do is we want to place that cap back on there. Now we have that solution ready, okay? And this right here is pretty simple and pretty easy and pretty quick, okay? This doesn't really take this long, but I'm just thoroughly going over to get you guys a better understanding, all right? Okay, guys, this is an important key to this video, okay, guys? When you're finished with your baggie that you got your items out of, what you want to do is you want to make sure you put all your items back in your baggie for your pups shot records, okay? When you're giving them away or when you're selling them, or if you got the birth certificates to them, all these contents need to go back into this baggie, and you need to put them in the little doggy baggie for the shot record, so whenever they take them to the veterinarian, they can have at least some type of track record of what they had or what type of vaccination that they had or whatever, guys, okay? So do not forget to put everything back in there. And guys, when you finish the shot, giving the pup the shot, you definitely can put it back in here and close it, and then you can just throw it in the bag. Not really close it tightly, but just throw it right back in the bag. All right, tap in, let's get it.